Hey guys, my name is Nelly from Discus Divana, and today I would like to share an interesting herbal extract with you that could help you fix stomach issues with your discus. If you have kept discus for a long time, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, or maybe you're watching this video because you're struggling with flagellates too. If a fish doesn't eat, we all know about metronidazole tablets. We tend to use metronidazole tablets dosed in the water at 10 or 20 milligrams per liter until the fish starts eating. Discus have the special ability of absorbing medications through their skin. Another antibacterial type of medication that does that is kanamycin, often used to treat pop eye or external bacterial infections. Discus have the ability to absorb medications through either their gills or their skin. Now, a lot of us don't want to use metronidazole because, well, it's an antibiotic and it often isn't the long-term solution. We tend to have temporary success only for the flagellates to return. And the second problem we have is that flagellates or parasites develop resistance towards antibiotics. And I have experience with a lot of first-hand experience with losing fish that go skinny, that they get emaciated because the parasites just destroy the lining of their stomach. The parasites form granulomas in the stomach, and the fish starve to death. And it's really, really sad to see. So, in short, the solution I'm getting to is a herbal extract. It's a plant extract, and this was taught or given to me from a homeopath in Durban in South Africa. His name is Rakesh. Thank you, Rakesh. And I learned it from this guy, and this guy showed me wormwood extract. He showed me the power of wormwood extract. Now, wormwood is used in humans. It's not FDA approved, but we use it in humans to assist with worms and parasites, and this is quite efficient against nematodes, worms, white worm types in fish, and flagellates. This is not effective against camellinus or red worms, but this works quite well for flagellates, your hexameta types, especially for discus with hole in the head. If it's not a severe case where the flesh is eaten off, but it's just holes, this works pretty well. And what we do is we use the food, imagine this is the food, and you just drip it directly onto the food. You wait a few seconds for the pellets to absorb, or for your frozen food to absorb it, and then we feed it to the fish immediately. And I use this twice a day for 2 weeks straight in acute cases. Otherwise, I use it as a preventative, as prophylactic treatment, or on any discus that had a history of flagellate infections. So this is good as well. Feeding to juveniles, I fed it to my juveniles. It's safe for discus 6.5 centimeters and up, and it helps them grow fast because often discus babies are stunted by flagellates. When they're parent raised, certain pathogens can transfer to babies, especially after 2 weeks of age. So I've got so much info to share, but anyway.
2,000 years later.
This is wormwood in a tincture form. And wormwood, I'm guessing, is a type of juice or oil from the plant. And they obviously emulsify it, like it's oil and water, so they mix it with alcohol. So there's a lot of alcohol in here, but don't worry, your fish won't be drunk. Evaporate. Okay, hey, while I'm editing this, I just have to put something in here. Okay, don't put your nose near the wormwood bottle. Okay, if you do that, you're gonna make your ancestors dizzy. You're gonna change your blood type. You might faint. That stuff stinks. It's hectic. It's like a hangover breath. It's nasty. Alright, approach with caution. It's effective against Cryptobia branchialis, Cryptobia ubilans for the time being, because Cryptobia ubilans is actually incurable in the long term, It works against hexameta, the hole in the head type, and it also works against spironucleus, which is very often the type of flagellate that causes white poop in fish. So yeah, and wormwood has to be used regularly, otherwise you are reducing the efficacy of it. And it's quite a mild form of treatment, and yeah, it's really good. And I've managed to save my boy King. He's 8.5, and I managed to save him, or extended his life for as long as I could, by using wormwood on his food. So it's really a good method for preventing flagellate growth numbers to grow fast or excessively, because if you see how fast flagellates proliferate and how quickly they can grow in a discus stomach, I'll see if I can insert some of the footage I've seen from my microscope and my vet's microscope. It looks like a river. It's like a river of just all these flagellates living in a discus stomach, and I'm so sorry for that fish. And we see under a microscope, it definitely doesn't kill all of them. It doesn't completely rid the fish of it, but it does reduce the flagellate numbers a lot. It's quite effective. If you can find it, you can use it. Just be careful of any preservatives like potassium sorbate and any of these preservatives added to products. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Yeah, so please use with caution, but in my experience I didn't have any trouble. You can use it on angels and Corydoras, bottom feeders. You can use it on bristlenose and citrus. All my fish were okay with it. I would not use it on crustaceans or invertebrates. I have no experience with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.